Alright guys, as you know, I took a bit of a break with this, but we still have a series to finish. The final series in competitive Halo 5, the final 8-0. Let's get right into it with Match 2. In Match 2, we see TOX and Reciprocity face off in Refuge Slayer. Now this matchup is literally neck and neck till about the halfway point when TOX starts to pull away dramatically. And that's the main thing I'm going to focus on in this analysis. But before we get there, I'm going to give you a bit of an overview on how this matchup typically works with some nice gameplay in the background. For the most part, this matchup comes down to who can run the better 3-1 setup. That means 3 players from TOX, 3 players from Reciprocity, constantly clashing, headbutting in Ring 1, Ring 2, Ring 3, fighting for control of the center of the map, while the 4th player on each team holds the sniper and serves as an anchor for their team, constantly repositioning themselves on their half of the map and looking for sneaky angles to take out unsuspecting players. Now, if they do a good job, they can overwhelm and grab the enemy sniper, and if you have 2 snipes, you basically control the game. So that's what Snipedown wants here. Watch this snipe that he lands on Frosty, ripping his face off. Dirty snipe right there. Will go back, and that's a Halo 3-esque snipe for sure. You can see he doesn't even readjust the reticle. Like after he brings that reticle in no scope and just kind of predicts where Frosty's going to go with the jump, you can see he's predicting the trajectory there. Just clicks in the right stick at the perfect timing and zooms in and takes his face off. And something like that takes a lot of practice, takes a lot of confidence to pull off, and you can tell his background in Halo 3 I think comes into play there, because that's the type of snipe that you would have to do if a player jumped. You can line it up and you can predict where they're going to go and land it on their head. We'll continue here. He's going to miss a couple of snipes up here, but he does a good job taking out these players of his team. He'll miss the shot, land the beat down, and then his teammate will clean that up. He's going to miss a second Royal 2 thrusting at the right time to escape that. Still, that player will go down as well, and he'll push up here. Now, the rockets are going to be up. They want to be in a position to control these. Watch the lineup with the snipe once again. This is beautiful. He notices a player gets behind the pillar here and lines it up perfectly at head level. I don't know how he knows from these distances that that is exactly where head level is, but he got it like dead on perfect, taking that headshot, taking that player out with a quick reaction as well. And now he's pushed up. He's got to be careful. He doesn't want to go too far up. Remember, if you push too far and your team isn't in position to do anything about it, this enemy team can spawn behind you. You need to be aware of this. You need to also recognize that as the sniper, as the anchor, it's dangerous to be the first one to push forward and be the aggressor. So Snipedown going back and playing safe here is helpful because it allows his team to continue to control the center of the map, and Ola gets away with the rockets. Alright, so now that you get the premise, let's take a closer look at the turning point in the match here. As we can see, it's 23-21 at this point, still very close. We have a battle of the snipers between Frosty and Snipedown. Now, Frosty's getting information on where Snipedown is. He can see the shots being fired out from the rocks, but Frosty hasn't fired a shot in a while, so Snipedown does not know where he is. When it switches back over to Snipedown's perspective, you can see 3 of his teammates on Ring 1, Ring 2, and Ring 3 while he holds the carbine. Now, the next time we see Snipedown, he's in a very risky position. He's out of position here. Look, one shot on the jump up for the hut. He gets taken out by a nade. Frosty takes him out. Frosty can go grab the ammo. Let's take a look at this situation again. You can see Ola Ring 3, Saiyan Ring 1 up to Ring 2, Trippy over on the Bond, and then Snipedown, of course, on the car. Now, remember what I said about the sniper player being the anchor player and the other 3 teammates pushing forward, being aggressive, and giving that sniper an opportunity to land the shots that he needs. Now, things get a little risky if that anchor player, that being Snipedown, pushes forward before his team is in position, and that's what I think happens in this situation. I think what's going on in Snipedown's mind here is that he has information of the fact that players are over on the car, over on the rocks here, and I think he thinks that the entire team has shifted over to that side, and for him to push forward onto the floor here, he can get a nice sneaky angle and possibly take out some of these players. I don't think he knows that Frosty's still on this hut, because had he known that, I think it would have been better if somebody like Saiyan pushed forward over to the hut instead and then gave Snipedown the opening he needed to land those shots and didn't take the sniper out of position, because instead what ends up happening is he pushes forward, he gives the enemy team awareness of where he is, and then he gets hit by a shot. He's forced to back up, and look where he is now. He's over on the enemy side of the map, and he's right beside Frosty, and all of his teammates are still in Ring 1 and Ring 2 and Ring 3. They are not in a position to help him whatsoever. All Frosty has to do is toss a nade, take him out, and now he lost the sniper. Now Frosty can go down and grab that ammo, and watch how TOX retaliate to this play. This is absolutely perfect. This is an example of a 3-1 setup right here. You'll see Frosty holding an angle here. His teammates spawn up, and they come up through car, and then Frosty completely switches position with them. Look at this situation right here. You've got all 3 members of TOX are pushing up through car, and Frosty are pushing up through the hut, and Frosty being on the hut here, recognizing that his teammates wanted to make that push, he swapped positions with him, and now he's going to be the anchor back in the base. And watch how this is going to play out. His teammates are going to push up through the car side of the map, and Frosty's going to start cooking. Reciprocity controls the center of the map, but Frosty has the snipe, and his 3 teammates are making a push through the car side. So let's watch this 3-1 play out. Frosty's scoping in the snipe, lining it up. There's one, snipe down falls. Where could they be? Maybe ring 2, maybe their Bond. Sure enough, snapping it onto Ola for the headshot. Saiyan trying to make a dash over to the Bond. Frosty repositioning, clipping him on the shoulder, backing up, looking into ring 2 again with the uppercut onto Trippy. This man is on fire, but he needs to stay aware. Look at the situation. You can see TOX has pushed through. They've applied pressure to this hut, taking out these players, and now they have taken spawn influence off of this hut and added spawn influence to the hut beside Frosty. Frosty needs to be aware they could be spawning in the hut beside him, but he's a high-level player. He knows that. Ola goes down. He's out of ammo, pushes forward for the sniper, but this is risky. The spawns were in this area, and Trippy managing to land the backsmack, taking him out, grabbing the snipe, and halting their momentum for now. So Frosty had the right idea, and overall it was a great play, but he got a little aggressive at the end. I mean, if you look at the kill feed in this situation, all 4 of these players die in quick succession, starting with Ola. Next up, I think, is Trippy on the kill feed. He goes down. Trippy's dead. That's 2 down. And then Saiyan and Snipe Down die at like the same time. Saiyan's dead. Snipe Down's dead. I thought it was Trippy who got hit with that uppercut headshot. Turns out it was Snipe Down. Regardless, all 4 players are dead, and considering the fact that teammates can influence spawn points in this game, it's highly likely that they're spawning together. So Frosty with the awareness to take out Ola, that's great, but you can see as he pushes in, there's a player flying out from hut right now. He must know that there are players spawning in this area of the map. He needs to be careful as he pushes up here, but the big kudos goes out to Trippy, who decided to bait the sniper instead of grab it immediately. Such a heads-up play from Trippy to hide in the hut and realize Frosty might want this snipe. I'm going to bait it. I'm going to wait for my opportunity to grab it, and he grabs it, halting their momentum for now, but Reciprocity is not out of the woods yet. They have a sniper, but TOX controls the rest of the map. They have the opposite side sniper. They have the rockets. They know exactly where Reciprocity is. This is a horrible situation for Rec. They cannot afford to die here. Trippy cannot afford to give up this rifle to the enemy team, or else it's basically game over. He'll whip over, land a body onto Lethal. He'll back up into the base. Take a look at the kill feed. Ola goes down. There's the rockets coming into play. Trippy realizing he's running out of resources here as he tries to stay alive, but Lethal will surgically remove him from the map. The sniper goes down, and Ola's going to fly in and try to grab it. But if you're Ola in this situation, grabbing the sniper off of Trippy's dead body, you're the last player remaining on your team, and it's basically a 3v1. You got to either make an amazing play or burn that ammo right away. You'll see at the end here, he's going to start trying to burn that ammo. I honestly think he should have burned more of it, but you'll see 1 shot, 2 shots, it's out. Frosty still has a decent amount of ammo to work with, and now they have 2 sniper rifles, and now they are going to start cooking once again. Things are going to go down. Look at the score, already a 10 kill differential, 37 to 27. As Lethal pushes up, he's going to go back into the hut here. Look at the kill feed in a second. Frosty has 1. And then Frosty has 2 with the double. He's getting kills here. He's firing shots off, trying to stay alive. He'll back up, and then Lethal comes in to finish off that kill. All these players going down, 41 to 28, 42 to 28. It's all she wrote. There's pretty much nothing you can do at this point. You can fly and dive in like you can't lose because the differential is just so high. It's 43 to 29. It's basically over. And charge like you can't lose really does seem to be the mindset that TOX adopts here, because look at this scramble of a finish. It's 49 to 32, but Snakebite jumps up, gets hit by an nade. He goes down. Frosty's in a battle ring 3 trying to stay alive here. Lethal goes down in the carbine, switch back to Frosty, who gets knocked to 1 shot with an overly aggressive challenge. He'll die. Royal 2 with some of the worst rockets I've ever seen Royal 2 shoot, and some of the most confusing movement I've ever seen Royal 2. He jumps into a wall. What's going on here? It's like a nade goes off behind him, I think, and then maybe he's trying to jump away from it, but he jump thrust into a wall. Like, was he trying to spring jump thrust? But that wouldn't have made sense there. So he goes down. Snakebite goes down again. Lethal comes in, tosses a nade. The second nade, this flail nade that he tossed out into ring 2. I don't know what these guys are doing. Frosty's on the jump up, trying to hide here. He'll land 4 shots at a snipe down. He can't finish him. He dies out in the front of the base, and then Snakebite's not in a position to finish snipe down. He has to back up, and now he's playing ISO in this tunnel. 2 people are going to double team him and take him down. It's like a matchmaking game at the end of this game. It's 49 to 40. What's going on? A trade will finish the game. Royal 2 will get the final kill with a trade. It's 50 to 41. There was a huge difference differential. Somehow they close the gap, but overall, TOX will take the game. Real quick before my outro, I got to give a big shout out to my buddy Callus who helped me out with this video. Guys, if you like the macro analysis in this video, that is in part due to Callus. This guy knows his stuff. He's a coach of the PBL Pirates Halo team, and he analyzes team play in both Halo 5 and Halo 3. We sit down, we look at these gameplays, and he gives me some great insight to apply to these videos. So make sure you support him. I've linked his Twitter in the description below. He's got some very knowledgeable tweets, and I'm sure as soon as he gets on the content grind, I will point you guys in the right direction. And that closes out match 2 of our 8-0 series. Hope you guys enjoyed that match. Really, I gotta be honest here and ask you guys a question. Of course, you know everything that's going on with Halo 5 and Halo 3, and at this point, not many people are creating Halo 5 videos, and I'm here, trying to analyze what is now a pretty old event. It took me a while to, get back into this and keep making these videos. I just want to know, do you guys like this stuff? Is it too late? Do you still want to see the rest of this series? Should I still analyze this? Let me know what you think in the comments. I want to make sure that I'm giving you content that you're looking for. Should I switch my focus? Should I do other Halo 5 videos, other Halo 3 videos? I got so many things on my plate, so many things I want to do, and it's hard to find, the time to prioritize the right things. But I hope you guys are enjoying the content regardless. Just give me your feedback. Let me know if it's too late. Let me know if you still want to see the rest of this series. It's still fun. I still love Halo 5. I feel like this is a series that deserves that attention, but of course, you guys know what's happening with the Halo landscape right now. Things are a little weird. It's a little, there's less incentive to make the content than there was before. But I didn't, I did it for love in the first place anyway. So let me know what you guys think about the content so far. Let me know what you think about this series, whether or not it should continue. Let me know about any other ideas you want for content. But until then, remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell beside the subscribe button, keep in touch with everything as soon as it comes out. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you next time.